Hi, I'm Rob Boyd, an English photographer from the UK. I decided to create this podcast series talking to international photographers whose work I truly love. I realised I knew nothing about these amazing people apart from their names and their stunning work. So I created a set of hopefully entertaining questions that finds out who they are and what they love. Hi Des, nice to see you, my friend. So glad you can join me.
Hello, Rob. Good to see you too, my man.
Yeah, we've had some technical difficulties. You've been so patient. Cheers, mate.
You and yourself as well, and yourself. It's a two-way street.
If you can start with your name and your Instagram name, that'd be amazing.
All right, my name's Des, and my Instagram name is Hi and I 2024.
And I love that. Tell us the reason why, because I love the backstory to that as well.
All right. Well, I work up high. I work at height, so a lot of my pictures are cityscapes, landscapes from high altitude, and then the other half is just my life. So there's the high, and then there's the I. So so half of my profile is from all different heights around London mostly, and then the other half is my day-to-day kind of stuff.
Yeah, I love that. That's amazing. I'm so glad you let everybody know now.
That's it. The secret's out.
Have you got a website?
I haven't, Rob. No. I'm yet to do that. But yeah.
No. Well, they get a bit expensive. That's the trouble. They're a bit of a costly thing to do. So
I'll have to get the right person onto it.
Yeah, absolutely. And where do you live, mate?
I live in Brixton Hill in South London.
So it's ready for carnival time.
Ready for carnival time. It's going to be a busy weekend.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy. So how many years have you done every single carnival?
No, I haven't done every carnival. I've done a good few. Maybe to be honest, probably only about 10 or 15. I think I took my son the last time I went. It was a while ago. Yeah. I can't do every year. As I've got older, it's like, I skip a couple of years before I go back.
Well, apparently what people tell me, you get taken up with a sea of people and you just go with the sea. It takes you like a wave.
Yeah. Or you've got to have broad shoulders. Yeah, that's right.
Amazing. So where are you from originally?
I was born in West London in Shepherd's Bush, and then I spent my childhood like in northwest London. I went to school in Muswell Hill. Nice, but my kind of heritage-wise, I was born here myself, but my dad's side, my father's side is Grenada, Caribbean, and my mum, like British but Mongolian, Mongolian as well. So a bit of a mix.
Nice holidays.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Did you get to visit both places?
I haven't been to Mongolia, but I need to get out to Grenada as well. Actually, I haven't. Some of my brothers and sisters have been, but I haven't managed to get out there yet.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I'd quite like to go to Mongolia as well. Actually, I've learned quite a lot about it. It looks amazing as well,
especially with a camera.
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely. So if I visited you where you live now, would you take me to shoot?
I think we go to Brixton. It's just around the corner, isn't it? Yeah, 24/7 energy, young, old, weird and wonderful. Yeah, it's loud, colourful. I reckon there's a couple of neons at night that they'll be there for you as well, Rob.
Not that I'm addicted or anything. Yeah, that's great. I love that the people thinking neons when they think of me. That's great.
The neon man. Surprised there's no neons in the background there. I'm surprised you got no neons up.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe I should do that for the next series.
House of Neon. I was expecting a House of Neon.
So that'd be great as well. Having a free guide, having a local to take you around, that'd be amazing. So, a bit of a silly question, but are there any places to visit as a tourist?
We'll go for as a tourist, not really camera-wise photography. Battersea Park is close, only a couple of miles away from me. It's great. There's a lot going on there as well. Like landscape gardens, lakes, and boats, and banana bikes for hire, bandstands, children's zoo, It's by the river as well, so there's nice views over there as well. Sorry, it was actually the last place the sitting prime minister had a shootout duel as well. So there's a little historical fact there. Duke of Wellington and Earl Winchelsea. It was the final shootout a sitting prime minister had. Politics, religion, and some bullshit, really. So no one was injured as well. There was no injuries as well. So they both left unscathed.
No, that sounds about right, apart from maybe football. That's about the only other one that would be added onto that pile, I guess, for fighting.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
What's your favourite destination in the world?
But I would say the nicest place that I've visited is Cassis. Nice little place in the south of France. Mediterranean, fishing port, French Riviera kind of stuff. It's really nice actually, picturesque. It's got, all the houses painted in the shades of terracotta and oranges, warm yellows, and really nice. It's there, sunshine, really, really nice out
Sold
there.
it to me. I can visualize it now.
Yes. Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely. It's lovely.
Okay, so where would you most like to visit in the world? What's on your bucket list?
I think there's two for this, Rob, because one would just be for absolute luxury and tranquility. Not actually, maybe not luxury, but tranquility. I'd like to go to the South Pacific, somewhere, any of the islands, like Fiji or Tonga, Samoa. Take it all in. Learn some of the locals and that, do some of the traditions. Beach fire at sunset. I'll take that. But as an alleged photographer, I'll go for New Orleans. Yeah, I'll go for New Orleans. Mardi Gras energy's bubbling over there, isn't it? They got the mix of like French, Spanish, and Caribbean architecture and stuff. Yeah, that place has always stuck out to me a bit. I'd like to get over there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, you have to go and see Rahel. She'd hook you up. She'd be there straight away. She's brilliant.
Yeah, that's right. I've seen a lot of her pictures as well. Yeah, really good stuff.
Yeah, she'd definitely be up for that. She definitely wants a photography partner, 100%.
Oh, I'm envious of anyone who's out there in New Orleans. Yeah, definitely.
Excellent. No, it's a good choice. Brilliant. So if you could photograph anyone in history, who would you shoot?
Sammy Davis Jr. I think he had a great face. I'd channel my Trisha, Rob. I'd channel my Trisha and get right up as close as possible. Shout out to Trisha. Trisha Lyon O'Neill. Yeah, she's
Trisha,
brilliant.
the legend. Bless her.
I learned a lot about the approach to street photography from her. So big shout out to.
She's a ninja, bless her.
Yeah, that's right. Street portraits, actually. Sorry, should I say? More importantly,
that's perfect. So go back, have a look at Trisha's work. She's absolutely amazing. Brilliant stuff. No, the great choice was Sammy. Jesus, he's got one of those wanky eyes, and he looked a bit crazy, but what a character! And he had some skills as well. Yeah,
big grin as well. He did. Yeah, he played a lot of instruments. Yeah, really talented.
So tell me a fun fact or story about yourself.
Fun fact: I worked with tower cranes in construction for building like big buildings, skyscrapers for 20 years. And I've been lucky enough to operate one of the heaviest lifting crane of its type in the world at Hinkley Point Nuclear Facility in Bristol. Lifting tunnel sections and tunnel boring machinery to go under the Bristol Channel. As they're going to use the water from the channel to cool the nuclear reactors once it's up and running. Crazy. And I think actually, I don't. What have I done? what have I been a part of? You know what I mean? And I guess.
Sorry, I was going to say it's definitely a squeaky bum moment.
Yeah, 100%. I think the best one probably was. I was also lucky enough to operate what at the time was the highest crane in Europe at 22 Bishopsgate. I think it was around 2017. Our site office had a red phone with direct contact to London City Airport. We needed permission for one of the cranes to operate because it could breach international airspace when we lifted the jib arm up or was raised. So when the site was operating 24 hours, and obviously there's a few night shifts I'd done where the airport didn't grant us permission to use the crane, but it had to be manned. So make my way up, sit 300 meters above London at night in like what was essentially a big heated cabin with a comfortable reclining chair and panoramic glass front and sides. So I'd just sit there, watch London City and beyond everywhere. I could see the Thames Estuary and everything. Eat some food, watch a movie, go to sleep, wake up, watch the sunrise, and go home. Not a bad day's out. Yeah. It's not like that. It's not like that all the time, I must say.
No. What place to build? I love Bishopsgate. It's great there.
Yeah. Quite a few of the landmarks around London I've had the luck of working on.
Yeah. Bit of a legacy really going, oh, I built that, or I put part of that, or, yeah, great.
Definitely. I kind of don't even realise some of the ones I've worked on now. I was thinking, did I do that one? Was I on that one or was I not?
Yeah, well, it changes. So, I mean, the skyline's just changed so much. So, all right, weird question times. Here we go. What's your favourite word?
It's going to have to be bullshit, Rob. Because, there's a lot of it out there. You've got to have your bullshit repellent. You can find it almost anywhere. Television, radio. At reality as well. There's a lot too many people suffering because of it as well, actually, and politicians talking a lot of it. I think sometimes people might even bring you some of theirs, like cake. No, thank you. No, thank you. It's gonna have to be.
You can keep that. No, perfect choice. So, because it's an international podcast. Teach me a new word or a saying I might not know.
You might have heard of it, but it's Caribbean. They're gonna go for long or long ting. Like, like getting back from the shop and realizing you forgot something essential. This is a long ting. Being stuck in traffic, it's long. That's a long ting. Being woken up by your neighbour's music on your day off. This is a long ting. Or it can actually be used in context as well. Like, so, if your friend says, should we just forget a cab and walk back from the pub? It's only like 5 miles. You can say, no, that is actually a long thing. That's actually long. So we'll go for a long thing.
Doesn't quite sound the same coming from a bloke who lives in Wiltshire next to Stonehenge, but it's a good expression. I'm not going to use it often, but
I don't know. Is there two in it? I guess maybe not. You have to go a bit further west to Ireland to hear it, I think.
That's brilliant. Love it. So, when did photography click for you? Obviously, excuse the pun, but what moment did you realise you could take a good photo?
I didn't get to use a camera often as a child, but I always liked, like seeing moments of light, light and shadow, contrast and stuff. I think the first time I was about 12 in Hale in Cornwall, and I had a disposable camera. I was walking like through the dunes, I think me and maybe a cousin or one of my friends, and it was early sunset, and I saw the light was, kind of allowing you to see the turquoise in the sea and the beach water against the gold sand, because it's all gold sand down there, isn't it? It's lovely beaches. And the clouds were like scattering these sun rays over everything. And I just thought it was lovely. So I clicked to that and hoped for the best. And obviously I had to wait a while to get home and to get it developed. And when it did, I was chuffed. It was literally looked just how I'd seen it. And everyone was like, oh, that's a great picture, and it was kind of different to all of the other photos that had been developed. It just, it was kind of what I knew. It was what I liked, It's my kind of thing, looking for beauty in kind of different places. So I developed it, put it in a frame, and obviously I was the proper city kid, so I had it framed in my room. It was like a little window, to look at, to look out of. But I guess I didn't. After that, didn't really have much access to cameras. I don't know, life, But I didn't really click again until maybe just a year and a half. My sister told me to do something with some of the pics I'd take just, from work or the day to day. So I set up the Instagram page, like its little creative outlet. And now sponsors, it's been really nice. Not least from yourself, kind sir. You invited me to my first street walk as well. I didn't even know they existed.
And that was the thing, when meeting you for the first time, it was just like, oh my God, you've got a standard camera like I have. It's quite a basic setup, and It's not a really flashy, expensive thing, and the shots you get from it are amazing. Absolutely. That's what I love. You're humble about what you got. You're humble setup, but your work's incredible. That's
Humble.
yeah.
I won't tell you what percentage of my Instagram is actually from my Samsung phone.
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing. It doesn't matter, does it? I mean, that is the key. It makes a difference. I mean, you got someone like Shaz who does it with the Shazad. He just uses his
Yeah, that's
iPhone,
right. Yeah, that's
and he's
right. That's right.
incredible with it. And you think,
Yeah, he does great
that's
images.
the thing. Sometimes you can't tell the difference between your camera and your phone. It's what you do with it. It's how you bring it. It's how you see the world. That's the thing.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I agree.
Yeah. Cool. So
Big shout to Shaz as well. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. He's a legend. Uh, right. So, what's your favourite 3 photos? I know it's hard. What you've taken and what you like them.
Right. One is going to be the colours picture of the London College of Communication. Um, I was working up a crane, 190 meters, Elephant Castle, right above the station. And I was looking down. Obviously, this building is covered in these colourful squares, and I was at this job for months. Maybe a good 8 months, and I'd taken picture after picture of this building, and I'd had it, with the background and with the streets and with everything, and I never had one that I thought I could upload. It just wasn't good enough for me. I had loads with this building, and then it was this one day near the end of the job, and I just zoomed in on it, and then literally filled the frame, and yeah, the picture was great. Yeah, it's a lovely picture. So it's a lovely picture.
Yeah, nice when it just get that one that you've been waiting for. It's in your head and you get it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Especially after looking at the building for so long, thinking, I know there's a picture somewhere. there's got to be a picture. Yeah. Yeah. Second, I think would be silhouette one that I took. The sunset kind of silhouette one I took. Yeah, last autumn. I was in Streatham. I was walking down a road. Funny enough, it's called Sunny Hill Road. And the sun was just setting at the back of the street. And obviously it was getting towards the top of the hill. And there's 2 guys coming down. The cars were kind of lit. You've got a telegraph pole with all the wires and a couple of like street signs. And it's just a silhouette circle and a square and the people. The lights just, yeah, it's great. It was a great picture. It was a great moment, actually. I felt really lucky I just walked around. I was on my way to the pub, Rob. So it was, I was literally in my phone. I got my first pint. I was looking through my phone, what I'd got. Yeah.
Satisfying pint and a satisfying shot.
Yeah, it was indeed. Yeah. And then the third is a black and white one. Mother's Love song with it. It's my mum adopted and she fostered for most of my life and adopted quite a few children. And yeah, there's black and white picture. It's my foster sister and her son. And he was just in the garden at my house, and she was embracing him, and she kind of wrapped him perfectly. It was like a coil, he was wrapped inside her arm, and it's just a beautiful moment. It was really nice. Yeah, I was stuck about which photo to pick my photo on, but yeah, it had to be that one. Yeah, it's a lovely picture.
Yeah, it's nice to have a personal one as well. So when you
that's right,
a memory and something that just clicks. Okay, so what advice would you give a new photographer?
Well, I kind of am one. I am one, but I would say,
yeah. See, hang on a minute. You're a bit like Aggie. Aggie's the same. Aggie goes, "Oh no, I'm a beginner. I'm, but you're not. In no way in hell. You just see yourself as, still. We're all learning,
definitely.
But yeah. Yeah, you're definitely not, mate.
No, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Very much.
No, not at all.
No, I would say just keep taking pictures of things that you like, I guess. Yeah, things that you like to see, scenes you like to see, whatever it is that catches your eye or, tickles your fancy. Just take pictures of it. And then the other thing, maybe have a little play, try to familiarize it, just, basic editing tools that you might have. The contrast and your light balance and stuff like that. Experiment, have fun as well doing it.
Yeah, most important, definitely. So what's next? What's your photography goals going forward, mate?
I think maybe you know, I'd like to get a little bit more creative, just do a little bit more art. I've always liked art, so to speak. So I'd like to do a bit more creative stuff. I don't know, necessarily play with some fire like Insta Dave, or learn to use Lightroom even a little bit, you know. I think that would be good. Like it's not my actual personal style, but it'd be good to know how to use these things. I think some occasions for some pictures, you know, it's great to utilize if you need. It's great to have in the belt. Yeah, I see some of like Ian Shots Acquired and Tid's work. Like, yeah, can do some great stuff with it as well. So yeah.
And I think that's the thing, you know, don't pigeonhole yourself. Just try a bit of everything. That's what I love about photography.
100%.
You know what you don't like, but also there's stuff that you do like, and it doesn't have to be just what we normally do, you know. And that's the thing. If you wouldn't get bored if you just choose whatever the weather's like. You know, you can try something like, I don't know, reflections or textures or something different. You know?
Yeah, that's right. Stepping out the comfort zone sometimes. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Our time is up. Finally, not finally, but we sorted out all our issues with the bloody technology.
We got there in the end.
Excellent. Oh, I really appreciate it. You know what?
Been
you
a
know,
pleasure,
I love your
Rob.
work, mate. I don't need to say that, but yeah, I do. It's amazing, and you got to think of yourself as, you know, it's hard, but
As a photographer.
honestly, your work's out there with everybody else. That's what.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, Rob. I really do, and I thank you for reaching out initially to me. You're the first person who, you know, you've opened up kind of so much to me that I wasn't aware of before. So yeah, you know, I appreciate it. I've met some great people, you know. Yeah. Onwards and upwards.
Amazing.
And I look forward to seeing you again soon.
100%. It's just time just flies by.
All right. Good night, my man.
Right. Take care.
Have a good one. Take care, Rob. Cheers.